okay.
Let's go live, man. And see what they're doing out there.
Yeah. One thing about life is it's gonna keep on lifing. And sometimes you just gotta let it go. Midas.
You gotta let it go.
Let it go.
Listen to a real one. And let the results take care of themselves.
Take care of themselves. Yeah.
You gotta let it go.
Let it go.
Listen to a real one. And let the results take care of themselves.
Let them take care of themselves. Now watch me do it. There's no need to be stressing out, cause stressing out don't change things. Release your grip on worrying, I tell myself the same thing. And as a child, my favorite seat was on my mama's knee. I dreamed I'd teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. Why should we be consumed by all the things we can't control? I learned to hurry up and wait, I know the weight my anchor holds. So I keep it calm, I'm chamomile, a baby smelling lavender. And I'm pumping brakes in your car while I'm riding passenger. So take a deep breath and get back in line with your purpose. We barely scratched the surface, so please do not disturb us. Instead of crying over spilled milk and drowning in your sorrow, let the best of your todays be the worst of your
You gotta
tomorrows.
let it go.
Let it go.
Listen to a real one. And let the results take care of themselves.
Let them take care of themselves. Yeah.
You gotta let it go.
Let it go.
Listen to a real one. And let the results take care of themselves.
Let them take care of themselves. Now watch me do it.
Keep it calm, I'm chamomile, baby, smell the lavender. Pump the brakes in your car, riding on the passenger. Keep it calm, I'm chamomile, baby, smell the lavender. Pump the brakes in your car, riding on the
Just
passenger.
listen to a real one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Midas. Just keep turning it up. We won't stop as we proceed. Now watch me do it, yeah.
Spilled milk, drowning in your sorrows. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Instead of crying over spilled milk, drowning in your sorrows. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows.
Hey!
Give them a minute or two of that.
Yeah, let's give 'em a little taste. Need a little bit more nutmeg. That's Vince's new single right there. Hey.
What up?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. It's time for another installment of your favorite podcast, your favorite live broadcast out
Yeah, it
there by
is.
the name of No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame. I'm Midas, that's Fame. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Not only is today simply February 18th, but today is my sister's birthday. She's in the comments.
Hey, happy birthday, Faith.
She was our inaugural guest back in what, 4 years ago, 2021, when we started this platform.
Faith is 27 years old today. Happy
She's
birthday.
27. Yeah. We want to wish her nothing but the best as far as her birthday is concerned. We hope that you enjoy it. We know you and Tommy probably have something special planned, and as a family, you know how we do. We're gonna get together real soon. My brother is here. Our second guest ever on No Shortcuts is here. Smooth Sales is in the house. My brother's business is Smooth Sales, ladies and gentlemen. My sister's business is A Touch of Faith. And if you want to share any, my mom, yeah, with the hour power. Hello, mom. Hey, you still got your perfect attendance, mom. Yeah, she's running some errands. Yeah, and she will comment on the feed. Sassy, thank you for joining us. Come on in. Come on in. Yeah, man. Yeah, so
Got some folks in here
yeah.
today. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was.
yeah.
That's what I was doing too, Faith. Like, yo, sing it, Brandon.
Sing, Brandon. You know how you be in the audience?
Yeah.
Sing it. So yeah, that was from our sound check. We're gonna talk about that though. That was from my sound check a couple of weeks ago when my outfit Mellow Groove had the opportunity to open for Grammy nominated Kindred the Family Soul, man. Here locally where I live in Rock Hill. It was an awesome, man. Shout out to Kelvin Wiley for coming to our sound check, taking video. He sent the drone outside and captured, flying over the McGurr Auditorium over there at Emmett Scott. So it was a fundraiser for literary arts and things like that. Man, they just remodeled and renovated the McGurr Auditorium here in Rock Hill, and the hometown crowd wanted Mellow Groove to open for Grammy nominated Kindred the Family Soul. And I actually had another event I was going to do it with my guy Thomas Hunter. From the chairman of the board, I had already had that on the books, but once that guy said, Thomas, man, usually I had to hit him with the R. Kelly. Usually I don't do this, but
Yeah.
but I said, man, they want my guys. I gotta be there. But it was 2 weeks out still from that point. He was able to find a replacement for me, and I was able to work with my guys, Mellow Groove, man. And it's a special thing going back to the core of us starting music in college. We didn't know we was gonna do it professionally. We just had passion to do music, and then here we are, 20-something years later, man. The core of the outfit, we still doing, and it's like, oh man, we opened for a Grammy-nominated group. So we just gonna continue pushing and striving, and big shout outs to Kindred the Family Soul, man. You probably heard them on 101.9 or some of your easy listening R&B station for the grown folks, you know what I'm saying? But if y'all not familiar with them, check them out. Kindred the Family Soul. They got some great music. It's a husband and wife duo, which is nice too, you know what I mean? So lovely folks, man. We had a good time. And shout out to Chucky Robinson doing our sound for us, man. My go-to sound guy. And shout out to Jonathan Nazir and his wife for promoting and booking, and they gave us a lovely budget. As you can see, we had lead guitar, bass, female vocalist, we had a photographer and a videographer. So shout out to them for not being stingy with the budget. We love that.
They came through official. I like it when that happens.
Yeah, official like a referee whistle.
Did not have to record off the iPhone. I like it.
Had some pros come in and do it, and we could just focus on sound check, preparing for the music. They were so great, man. We went to the venue a couple of days before the show to look and see what we would need. They had their own house sound and sound engineer, but we're gonna want to bring our guy. We're gonna need a couple of subwoofers because we playing live instruments. Kindred and the Family Soul use tracks. But we got live instruments, so we need a couple of subs for the drums and the bass, to really fill up the room. So shout out to Chucky for coming through, bringing the extra pieces that we needed for our set and everything. And shout out to Kelvin Wiley for capturing a little video and a little photography, man. It was great. We've been ripping and running, man. I was telling you before we came on, normally this is the slow time of year. I think I'm going into my slow time the next couple of weeks, but the top of the year so far has been busy. We've been all over the place.
Busy is good, man. Busy is good. This is a slow time for us, but it's about to ramp up. Like I was saying, March 1st. March 1st, we are back on the road, man. So we're going to be hitting the streets of Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay,
March 1st,
yeah,
and
shout
then
out
we're
to
going to be all over the place from there.
the lovely, beautiful city of Charleston.
Yeah.
Love it down there. Shout out to my cousin Mario lives down in Charleston. What's up, Mario? He had me riding in a Tesla a couple of Christmases ago, showing me his Tesla and going 0 to like 60 or 70. I have to send you that video. Me and my son was in the car with him.
Ask him if he's ready to return the Tesla. Now I saw some people want to return their Teslas nowadays.
Yeah,
like, I don't even want this no more.
That's another can of worms.
Yeah, I don't even want this. I'll put some gas in it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, any luxury can turn into a headache over time. So
yeah, absolutely.
Just make smart choices, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we urge and encourage here. Make smart choices here at No Shortcuts.
Like we say in all aspects of business and supporting businesses, just make sure you know who you're supporting. Make sure you know who you're giving your money to, and that's right. Business, not only the service that they provide, but also the type of people that's involved and back and behind it. Is aligned with something that you want to be proud of being a part of, because some people driving, they may not be proud to see what's on the back of their car right now. Like,
that's right.
I like that.
That's
anymore.
right.
So we gotta think about these things when we're making our major purchase decisions.
That's right. That's right. Now I'm looking in the comments. My brother says I have an echo.
Yeah, I didn't hear one, but I just changed a couple things on the fly just to see if this was what the issue was.
Yeah.
But if
I know we were thrown off.
Let me know.
Yeah, we were thrown off a couple of weeks ago. Because we took a little hiatus last week. Yeah. So Matt, being that you are, our community sound guy, let us know what's happening. Famous is doing some tweaks on his end.
The only thing I can think of that might have been off, I just fixed it. So we'll see if that fixed it or not. If not,
anybody chime in. Let me know. Do I have that Mark Echo? We're gonna get it right for you guys, man.
I don't hear echo. So.
And that's the beauty of being live. That's the beauty of being live. You ever seen that performance where Beyonce was singing and dancing and she fell down? She got right back on up and finished singing and dancing.
I was telling my wife last night, I don't know how it came up, but somehow we were talking about Genuine. And she was like, oh, where's Genuine, man? I hadn't seen him in a while. She don't keep up as much as I do. She's like, right. Yeah, I saw a video of him fall off the stage recently.
Yeah. That happened. That happened a while ago, but that's enough to make you sit down for a little bit.
Yeah. And then he got the TGT outfit that I think they're finally working on getting back at it.
Well, I think I heard Tyrese and Tank are doing something on the same show coming up soon, but Genuine isn't on it. So they still probably got. If I'm not mistaken, you guys can double check behind me. I saw this on the Joe Budden podcast because he called Tank on the phone while they was recording.
Yeah.
So that seems they still probably trying to work some business things out. But shout out to TGT. Y'all made a great album. You guys are great R&B artists in your own right. And sometimes when you're used to being a solo artist and you got to come together in a group format, the egos can get in the way a little bit.
Genuine wanted to be GTT.
Yeah. But when it's two T's, got to just put a B in the middle. Yeah, it just makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
The two T's are like bookends, and you're the book.
GTT in the house. Come on with it.
That don't even sound right.
It don't. It had to be TGT. Come on, Genuine.
Yeah.
You know what's
best of luck to them. Best of luck to them, though. They'll get it together, hopefully. And sometimes creative processes and things like that get in the way. And when you're used to operating solo, it's a bit of a sacrifice. You got to do a group thing, but it's all good. Yeah. What's up, man?
Yes, man. I was just gonna say, man, we had since we were off last week, we didn't really get a chance to talk about the Super Bowl show that we did. With the Havens Men's Shelter at the Magnolia Room in Rock Hill, man. That was amazing. That was an awesome. There will be some footage because we were recording. Yes. We recorded a podcast and just additional footage.
We was working
live during the Super Bowl. We had Midas on the scene. Midas on the scene was interviewing people on the spot. We were just pulling people in, say, hey, let's be on TV. So we were interviewing people. I'm in the process of producing all of that now to get it ready, for maybe this weekend. We'll put it out as a special edition on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But it was
we had Juan on the scenes. We had Juan on the scenes too. I mean,
Juan was the street team.
Yeah. So guys, if you remember, we had Miss Nancy Landerman on our show sometime during the
It's
fall
like
of
October.
last year. Yeah, October. Okay, and she was telling us about the Super Bowl party slash fundraiser for the Havens Men's Shelter, and live on air, she was like, "You guys should come host and be a part of it." And so we ended up accepting, man. And shout out to Juan Velasquez, member of our community. He says he's watching. He's in a meeting right now, but he said he's going to be tuned in with the volume down. But shout out to him for introducing us to Nancy and having her on, and we were there, man. I mean, because the Super Bowl is, it's a big event anyway. People want to get together and watch the game, eat whatever they're gonna do. You know what I mean? So we took it upon ourselves to practice what we preach as far as community is concerned here, with no shortcuts, to be yeah, Sassy was going for the Eagles. Yeah, to be a part of that event, man. And it was a fundraiser for the men's shelter, Haven Men's Shelter. I actually saw Stephen Loney too at the Kendrick concert, because after we performed, I came around and sat in the back. So after the end of the show, where people were going out, I had a chance to meet and greet a few people. So Stephen was there. Yeah, and he was doing his function right at the men's shelter. Yeah, we were at the Magnolia Room, but and it was great, man. They had a nice crowd come out. They had a ton of giveaways. The staff and faculty of the Havens Men's Shelter was there to assist and to support, and they had catering. They had a bar, open bar for those who wanted to partake.
And our cruise planners gave away a I think this is the grand giveaway was a 7-day, I think.
75.
Cruise.
Was it worth $7,500 or something like that?
$7,500 cruise, and it was just raffle, just
raffle, man. Shout out to Juan.
That was cool. And they had a couple other raffles, a couple cash giveaways. So yeah,
and wine, like you pay $20. They had the bottles of wine wrapped up. Some were worth more than $20, but you just kind of, what is it? Wine for me. Yeah, you pay $20 and you just pick a bottle, and some of the bottles are worth, they say, close to the guy who came around toward the end telling us to announce it. We're saying they had a few bottles left, and some were worth almost $100. So a $20 flip if you're into wine. Josh Walker is in the house.
Yeah,
and we're on Facebook right now too, as well as YouTube.
There's still a reverb.
There's still a reverb?
Yeah. It's been a minute. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna get this reverb taken
and it's
care
just
of.
On Josh, it's just on Midas's mic, right? It's not on mine, is it?
Yeah. Should I unplug my mic and replug it back in?
It don't hurt to try.
Yeah, give me a second, guys. We're live. Hold on. Y'all ain't in no hurry. This lunch hour. All right, I unplugged my mic. You hear it now?
Well, let's just keep talking without the mic, and let's see if that fixes it. Because again, I don't hear. I hear you, but I don't hear a echo or reverb at all. So.
Okay, yeah. So that's odd, and I'm trying to think what could be causing it. I don't think I have anything. I didn't change anything on my mic settings. I may have to check that after we get off of here, and we may have to just come on. But if you can't hear it on your end,
yeah, I can't hear it.
We'll figure it out.
That's weird, but now I do have a delay on you, but you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I'm gonna plug my mic back up as a unplug, replug, and we're gonna keep pushing. Okay. But yeah, so the Super Bowl, man, the party. Shout out to everybody there who came to the Magnolia Room. Lovely crowd. They had 4 TVs broadcasting the game. Famous had his set up. He played music, pre-game, commercials, everything like that. So it was really a party. I emceed a little, shouting out all the sponsors and circulating, just navigating as far as the itinerary of the night was concerned. We watched the halftime show, and but of course we couldn't hear it. I had to go back and watch it.
I watched it. I watched it. I think on Wednesday or Thursday. I finally got around to actually watching it because we couldn't really pay attention to it
with all the melee going. Yeah, he's working.
Yeah,
he's working.
And, but it was good.
And
man.
we had some steamed oysters.
Yeah. Well, the first time ever.
Shout out to this.
Yeah.
We had to go outside with the little screwdriver, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the steamed oysters and the cocktail sauce and hot sauce and the sardines. I mean, saltines. Saltines, excuse me.
No, it is sardines. Oh, the song is sardines. Yeah.
But we eat saltines. I got a little. I threw myself off a little bit. We had fun, man. So shout out to everybody at the Havens Men's Shelter who had a hand in putting on that event. For if you took a moment to stop by and do the interview segment with us, and that content is coming soon. We had a blast.
It's coming. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that, and then, like I said, I went home and watched the game itself was terrible. So it was a good thing they had some entertainment. It was a good thing we were there.
I was very surprised that Kansas City struggled to muster up any type of momentum offensively. But man, kudos to the Eagles for playing an awesome game, man.
Yeah.
Defense was definitely on point. Offense is on point too. Special teams on point. I don't think the Chiefs even scored until like the third quarter, probably. So, And the Eagles that went to the Super Bowl, was it last year or the year before?
Couple
years ago?
3 years ago.
Yeah, so they were right on the cusp then.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
were right on the cusp then. So Jalen Hurts, all you guys, man. Saquon, all of them guys. Kudos, man. Super Bowl champ. You heard?
Yeah, Josh Walker, DJ Sticks, man. You subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. That's where we're normally at on Tuesdays. So make sure you hop over to that YouTube if you haven't done so and hit the sub, man. At No Shortcut Show on YouTube. We are live on YouTube and today on Facebook just because we're testing some things. Testing some things.
And I see where you tagged me for Facebook. It's going live right now on our pages too on Facebook, but we do urge you to subscribe to our YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. We're still trying to grow our platform over there, and that would help us significantly. Share it with your friends as well. Share it on your own feed. We're still in the process of building our community. And matter of fact, let's see where our subs are currently. If I may have a gander, I'm on our live video right now. I may need to go to the actual homepage.
Yeah, we got some. That cruise.
128.
Sweet, good deal. That cruise was 7 nights. 7 nights to Antigua. Shout out to the boss lady.
Hey, the boss lady. 7 nights. You can't beat that, ladies and gentlemen. As far as a raffle giveaway is concerned, that's very generous of you guys. Shout out to the Velasquezes. Is that how you say it plurally?
The Velasquezes.
I try,
That's cool.
But you guys, we appreciate you guys so much here at No Shortcuts. You already know that.
Yeah, we family. So speaking of that Super Bowl, man, what did you think of from the performance aspect as a performer yourself? What did you think of the performance of the show?
What I first want to say, man, is everybody stop being a couch hater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Am I going grainy? Is that me or we?
You're good. I think.
Am I good?
The sun was moving on you.
Yeah. But listen, man. One thing I hate about social media, if I could be honest, is how everybody is a critic. I don't really voice my opinion on subjective matters on Facebook. I just like to promote and share content. Right. But everybody's an expert when it comes to everything. And my thing is, man, this guy. If you follow hip hop music, you know the storyline that this man had this year. He just racked up on the Grammys. He had an awesome year musically and participating in a back and forth, which in hip hop we call battling.
Yeah.
He was asked to do what he ended up doing to Drake, guys. If you got to follow the storyline, though, Drake asked this man for the whipping he took. He said, drop. He's begging this man, hey, you can't knock on somebody's door, tell them to come outside and fight. They beat you up, and then you go run to the cops. I don't
can't do that.
And
he told them, and Kendrick told them, if we're gonna do this, let's just.
I'm gonna take it further.
Just keep it on rap. Let's not do anything crazy. We can just out rap each other. But if you do that other thing, then it's going.
Yeah. Say if you want to take it there, I'm gonna take it further.
Yeah. But anyway, about the
And
performance. About the performance.
Yeah, and I call Kendrick the boogeyman. He's little in stature, but he's big in lyrics, delivery, and messaging. So
say his name
what we
3
have
times if you want to.
I'm not doing it. Not in the bathroom mirror with the lights off.
And you know what,
man,
I saw Dre said the same thing. He was in a thing recently. He was, you know, keeping it positive. He didn't want to get into the whole stuff, but he said as soon as I saw that Drake mentioned that man's wife and kids, I already knew, okay, it was over. It's over.
Yeah. And that's the sport. That's the sport of battling in hip hop. If you engaging with another artist to try to see who's better or whatever the case. So somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. But nonetheless, so there's a lot of people hating on this man's performance. But his performance was just like his music to me. Double entendres, double meanings to a lot of things, you know. And it's easy to sit on your couch and critique. You know, if you don't understand it, that's fine. But let's not be negative, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
And
was a lot went into it.
That's what I'm saying. Like you guys don't really understand, and we don't really understand the totality of the preparation and things that go on. Now, everything has to be done in a certain time slot, like halftime. The band has, the teams have to clear the field. They have to set the field up for a performance. All of this has, so, okay, yeah, the audio wasn't perfect as we would like it to be. But just for him to have the opportunity, especially as a hip hop artist, to showcase his talent coming off of the year that he has had, I thought it was great.
I thought it was cool.
Great.
I thought it was cool too. I mean, it was cool to see because I know people say a lot recently in the past few years, there's been, you know, a little bit more hip hop heavy in some of the halftime shows, but that's just in the last few years. And hip hop has been around since 1979, and the Super Bowl has been doing halftime shows like this since Michael Jackson did it in the early 90s, you know. So just this late run is what people are kind of going to, but I thought it was a cool show, and this is kind of where they should be. Like whatever's happening currently should be showcased. Exactly.
Yeah. I think he earned it. And speaking of currently, so you know, then everybody wants to critique. Well, he should have did this song. He should have did this song. But as an artist, man, sometimes if you have new material, you want to focus on that new material. And from what I hear, his halftime performance broke the previous viewership record of Michael Jackson's, and his streams went up 430%. So y'all continue to sit on the couch and let's see if your streams go up 430% while you're sitting on the couch making negative comments, you know. And speaking of, I saw a clip when Michael Jackson did the Super Bowl. You know, they have Anita Morris. Hi, come on in. And her business, Anita, you got to forgive me. It's not coming to me right off the top of my head. Is it Sweet Treat ice cream? I forget right off.
I think so.
But definitely post it out in Tennessee. Y'all definitely post your businesses and stuff. But so the guy who was behind production on Michael Jackson's Super Bowl, you know, they have a lot of a certain amount of time to get the performance done. And he said Michael Jackson told him, don't cue the music until I take my shades down.
Like 2 minutes.
So, you know,
Simply Sweet ice cream.
Simply Sweet. There you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all make sure y'all follow her on Facebook. Simply Sweet Ice Cream Catering if you ever need some ice cream catering, especially when these warmer months coming up, you know. So so he was talking about how he was panicking and everything. He's like, is he gonna take the shades down? Because you don't want to. If Michael Jackson asked you, like, don't start the music until they're sitting there waiting. He's just standing there for like 2 minutes. But everything worked out. But he was just talking about how nervous he was waiting on him to take the shades down to cue the music. Y'all look that up, man. That gives you a little peek behind the scenes of what the production is going through as far as these performances. So it's high pressure. It's not like a regular concert where you sound check and the whole show is you. You're being implemented into a halftime show. So is it going to be perfect every year? No.
And it's hard to figure out what to squeeze into that 11 minutes that they give you when you have, in
So
Kendrick's
much
case,
stuff.
10 years of music that everybody wants to hear, and in Michael Jackson's case, 30 years of music that you can how can you choose 10 minutes of slap? So
And no matter what you do, somebody's gonna,
exactly.
you should have, but I mean, it's music, man. At the end of the day, it's up to the artist to showcase and perform whatever material they and their team decide to perform. And I could understand him wanting to do newer stuff because he has new music coming.
Yeah, he's trying to sell it. Yeah.
I mean,
he may not be
I already sold the old stuff.
Even though he probably would benefit from his older stuff getting the boost too, but
we got to get these new stuff out of here.
He might be in a current deal where his new stuff he get more of.
Gotta move. I'm sure since dethroning Drake, he probably
can y'all do the moonwalk? I think Midas can moonwalk.
Man, I ain't got the right type of shoes on right now.
I think Midas can moonwalk.
If y'all would have asked me beforehand, I would have worn my penny loafers and my white socks, and I would have moonwalked. But y'all caught me after we went live.
I did hear a story about the halftime show and about why it started with the Michael Jackson one, like why the Super Bowl started doing big halftime shows like that, and Michael Jackson was the first one, but it's because of In Living Color.
Really?
Yeah. So if you look it up, the year prior to the Michael Jackson halftime show, In Living Color did a big Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, I remember that on a different channel,
Fox,
though, right?
On Fox, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot of people tuned out of the Super Bowl halftime show to watch what In Living Color was doing. So they were doing a live thing with Jim Carrey and all of them. And I guess NFL noticed a lot of their viewers left during halftime.
So we got to do something to keep these eyeballs there.
Let's start doing little mini concerts to keep people on us during halftime so they'll stay. And then, of course, they came with the heat, the very first one out, Michael Jackson.
Got to, man.
How about the Worm? I used to be able to do that.
Hey, what we're going to do, Anita, is we're going to send you the link to come on as the guest. Then we're going to all worm together. We're going to send you that link right now, and you click on it. Then we're gonna worm. You pass it to me. I'm gonna pass it to Famous, and we go.
See, that's what I was saying, Josh. That's what I think. He owns a bigger portion of what he's doing now. So of course he's gonna want to push that more so than the catalog, the older catalog.
Than the old stuff, because the old stuff is under old deal.
Yeah, exactly.
But see, the couch haters don't know nothing about this type of stuff. You just on the couch eating hot dogs and chips and dip and everything else, and just sitting there. You have no understanding.
And people are of
how this stuff
critical.
Works.
And like you said, it doesn't matter who it is. When it was back in the 10 years ago, when they were rolling out the Eagles and Wings and all these older bands, people had something to say about it then. Like, oh, why they keep bringing out these old people, these old bands? Why don't they give something current? So now they give you the most current thing out, the most, talked about pop culture moment, and then there's still something to be. Something to be.
And the thing is, you're never gonna please everybody. So even bad publicity is still publicity. If you got something negative to say, the matter at the end of the day, this guy had a chance to perform at a Super Bowl. Not every artist even gets that opportunity. So for you to have such a run as an artist, to be selected to do that, I mean, for me personally, I couldn't hate on anything about that.
Yeah, I liked it.
I understand.
I'm not a huge Kendrick Lamar fan, but I thought it was a good show when I finally got to sit down and watch. I said, "Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was good."
And the visuals
better than I could have done.
The visuals. He had Samuel L. Jackson there. That's Uncle Sam. That is a double meaning. So y'all don't know. You see, some of y'all don't even know how to listen to hip hop to even understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The double meanings in a lot of this stuff. But that's for another show.
That's for another show. Either way, it's a good performance. Tell the internet to shut up sometime. This is why
they're gonna keep talking.
This is why I say that Facebook should not be free. Because once we have to pay like $10 a month for this service, then people are going to be a lot more selective when they're spending money, or a lot of people are going to not use it because they're not going to want to spend $10 on Facebook. So I'm
you know what I said? You know what I said a few weeks or months ago? We're going to have to start implementing a mental health survey before you get given access to social media. We're going to ask you a series of questions to just determine are you stable enough?
Are you likely to believe things that you read on the internet without double checking it yourself? Yes. Sorry, access denied.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of stable enough, I got a story to share with
Go
y'all.
ahead, please. We have time today.
Okay. Yeah. We don't have a guest, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, today. In case you haven't figured it out yet.
By the way.
Hey, somebody like, are they going to bring the guest out?
Do we have anybody in the standby screen right now? No guest.
No. Unless Anita's coming on to do the worm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we go ahead giving you the link. Yeah, Josh, I'm with you, man. Like he pops up on every other TikTok reel, so people love it.
I even posted in my stories yesterday. I keep hearing dan, so much. I went to the keyboard and played it and posted in my stories yesterday. You know what I mean?
Did you see the one where they took a scene from, I guess it was Dirty Dancing? I was Patrick Swayze for sure.
Many.
And they were dancing right to that song. And it was right on beat and everything. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah. And even all of that helping his they're logging all that in.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. So y'all keep
stop.
Stop
getting $10, Josh. $10 for everybody. $10 a month.
So yo,
weed him out.
So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all a little story time. You know, this is we come on here not to just spread information and do community building, but we also give insight to like some of our day-to-day things. So I was on the chairman of the board, had Valentine's Day weekend concerts Friday, Saturday. On Saturday, we were traveling to Selma, North Carolina, which is like on the deep other side of Raleigh. So we stopped to get a bite to eat. So we go in. Chick-fil-A, matter of fact, not McDonald's. Chick-fil-A.
See, I know it's good service.
Yeah. But there was an unstable lady in there. So I'm about to order my food, and I look to the side, and there's a lady talking, right? She kind of looking at me, but I'm like, hold on. So then I look on the other side, and there's nobody there. So I'm like, all right. So then I tell one of the guys, a drummer, I was like, man, you see this lady? Who this lady talking to? So then there's a lady behind me. So I try to like create some more division. So I'm like, you want to get in front of me? You go ahead and get in front of me. So then this lady, I mean, she's definitely unstable. She's talking to everybody, man, and just saying whatever. Then she says to the lady who was behind me, she's asking, is that your daughter? And, you know, she's like, I don't want to be rude. And then the lady responds, well, you are being rude. You know, you're asking me a lot of questions. I say, she done got the right one now. Yeah. But the lady, I just said, you want to get in front of me?
Yeah. Let's step away.
This continues, man, and so then, like, I finally maneuver, order my food, get my food. Then by this time, the lady's up walking around and stuff. So she comes over to me and asks me something, but I'm just getting my drink and my napkins and all that. And I said, I'm sorry, ma'am, I gotta run. She's like, well, keep on running. I'm not engaging in nobody who's talking to everybody, talking to yourself. My only thing I can do is acknowledge you and say, I'm sorry, ma'am, I got to run. I kept walking. But then she ends up going outside before me. So I'm just like, all right, let me just stand here by the table. She gets in the car and drives off. I'm like, this lady about to drive? And then talking, but all of her side comments is like, she even talking crazy to the staff. I'm like, y'all let people, you know, it's like, well, she ordered food and she technically hasn't done anything yet. And she's telling everybody she got them on payroll and called the cops and the feds work for her. Clearly unstable. So that just reminded me, like, yo, some people need to go through a little mental health survey, you know, before getting on social media. I know, right, Sassy? But I'm like, yo, that was how you driving, and this is how you interact with people.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
you
I see a
know,
lot of crazy stuff. I mean, on the social media aspect, I mean, you'll know this. I try to stay off of it as much, even to a detriment. How little I'm on it most of the time. But just like you, just to kind of promote stuff here and there,
promote and share content for the most part. I'm not really opinionated. I don't really get opinionated on current affairs and things like that.
And most of the stuff I do business wise, I just have it on an auto post. You know, like I don't even I can go through a third party app and like schedule stuff out and hardly ever even see it. But that's a good we're gonna talk about that one day, just about, you know, using social media to promote your businesses, because a lot of people I'm noticing, man, because I live in a small town, but everybody out here owns their own business. Right. Everybody got a construction, or they got house cleaning, or they got all these, you know, everybody's trying to do their thing, which I love. But I think a lot can be learned in the aspect of how to promote your business on social media, how often to post, what to post. Like, don't be lazy about it just because it's free. This is what I'm talking. Go back to the pay for it part. You can pay for advertising on social media, or you can go the free route, just posting amongst your friends and posting amongst Facebook groups, right? So if you're in a Facebook group, right, for your community,
like no shortcuts.
Well, let's say your town has a little small town like Sherrall, South Carolina Facebook group, right?
Hey,
let's say that's happening. Shout out to
we
Sherrall.
have one. Yeah,
but
they
then
got
somebody in the Sherrall Facebook group keeps on posting their business, but they post stuff like, let's say your business is a restaurant, right?
Okay.
In the Facebook group for Sherrall, you keep posting your daily specials every day. This is Monday. Today we're gonna be open from 9 to 2, and then Tuesday you post, today we're gonna be open. Instead of just spamming this Facebook group every single day with these posts, invite the people in the group to come follow your Facebook page, come follow your business page. You know what I'm saying? And they're not. And I'm trying to get these people in here to see that, like, people aren't seeing this. They're not engaging with you saying, hey, my daily specials every day or my hours every day. And they just go through, they make a post, and then every single group that they're a part of, they just hit click, 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 post it here, post it here, post it. But they're not engaging in any kind of way. They're not altering their posts to make it different based on what happened. Like yesterday I posted this and I didn't get anything. Let me try something different. And they're not doing that. But you got to try and get people to come to your page, so you can interact directly with your customers instead of
that should be the goal, right?
That should be the goal. It's just such a lazy way to. I think just Facebook and social media in general has made people try to do things as far as marketing and advertising a super lazy way, and it's just not. It's if it's not working, try something else.
And I will say, I don't know if you were part of the Rock Hill Eats group or not.
Yeah. I've seen
super competitive over there, and they talk crazy too. Like, you know, if they don't like the food, you know, this and that. But shout out to Shanali, because she be in there, you know,
clapping back.
If somebody, well, not clapping back, but you know, if anytime somebody asks a question or recommendation for a date night or whatever, she's in there, man, dropping her business name, Herman Mindy. Shout out to CCB.
Yeah. That's different. Like tag of somebody's. Like if somebody's posting or commenting or asking questions, just like even in the DJ community or in the wedding community, somebody say, hey, I'm getting married on so-and-so, I'm looking for a DJ. Boy, before you even get your finger on it, it's 1,800 DJs post, you know, so that's different.
It's competitive. But I see what you mean.
Just putting your general post out there to try and attract people to you got to do it a little bit more strategically. Anita says, I struggle with it. That might be a thing that we're gonna set this up for next week about, you know, usage of good and bad usage of Facebook groups and social media. So this episode today was just to kind of get us ready for next week's episode.
Pretty much. We got to get the rust off. You know what I mean? I feel like the Tin Man over here. Where's the WD-40?
Exactly. Josh says, what is Threads and how would we use it? Yeah, I'm with you.
So I don't quite understand Threads. That's on Instagram, right? It might
It's
be on
their
Facebook
version.
too.
It's Instagram's version of Twitter. That's
Yeah,
what
see,
it's supposed to be.
yeah. There's a couple of people musically that I follow on Threads. There's a couple people on Threads I follow. I probably shouldn't follow. Or continue to follow. Good, but you try to support people, right? But
shout out to him, by the way.
Yeah. Big shouts. Appreciate the content you've given us over. Yeah, that's your man. Hey, but listen, so Threads looks like you post something. If people participate in your thread, it comes up like a DM, but all you can do is react to it. You can like, love, whatever few emojis they give you to select, but you cannot reply to a thread. So a thread looks like, without me having used it, but just from my experiences with it, looks like a way to put out an announcement. Because obviously on Instagram, it's picture and video based,
right?
Not character based as far as typing something,
right?
So if you get people to follow your threads, it's a way to communicate with your followers who subscribe to your thread if you have information outside of a video or a picture to share. That's what it seems like. But I don't use it. You know, I feel like I haven't even exhausted everything else that I do in order for me to explore something new. You know, so it's there.
Anita and Josh put us both on the job, so we're going to investigate these things for next week, and we're gonna look into Threads and how to use it as a business, and and with just general posting things in Facebook versus Facebook groups versus your own page. I do have a little bit more expertise into those, so we're going to look into these things, and we're going to have a deep dive
yes,
on social media for businesses, because I've been, I kind of freelance in this helping other businesses anyway, but that's pretty much when it comes to Facebook and Instagram. I don't really delve into TikTok at all, and I haven't really touched Threads, so something to look into.
I think I just kind of found rhythmatically what works for me, and getting the word out as far as the things that I have going on, and pretty much it's Facebook, Instagram, and Snap for me, for the most part.
But you just do it all through your personal page. I think with Anita saying
and
her Mellow business page.
Yeah, Mellow Groove page, which is a business page, which Brandon and I run. And the chairman of the board page, I don't run that page, but I will share. So the bands that I'm a part of, or whatever I'm doing, if there's an event coming up, if I'm not sharing it or posting personally, I'm sharing from the pages of the stuff that I'm involved in. Because my thing is too, with performing music, how are you gonna expect people to come if you don't advertise where you're gonna be? Yeah, and I'm always telling Ken, hey, is there a flyer for this event? Is there a flyer? Shoot me the flyer so I can post it. So I'm active even with gathering the stuff for promo. I don't just sit back and wait on somebody to tag me. No, I gotta, if I expect people to come out, me doing music and performance, if I'm expecting people to come out, I have to share it. Even like with us doing the Super Bowl party with the Havens Men's Shelter, I got the flyer. I'm sharing that. Anywhere I'm gonna be or anything I got coming up, I'm gonna share it. I can't expect people just to show up, and then half the time you run into people and they're like, "Oh, where are you playing next?" and this and that. So I do my due diligence to let people know what's going on, and that's not just music. Anything, ladies and gentlemen, that you got going on, or you want to stay on the minds of people, like Anita in your case. I know, you may not get busy until maybe spring or summer, but you want to put out a post maybe once a week and just, remind people that you're there. You're accepting bookings for weddings or whatever other events, just to remind them that you're there. So when it's time for them to start looking for you, you pop up in their mind,
Yeah, Anita, let's connect. Maybe get with Midas, and maybe we'll have you on next week to discuss this live, because I'm in your boat.
Bring her questions.
Bring some stuff with you.
Bring your questions.
I'm in Anita's boat because I do private events. I'm like you. I just do private events, Anita. So it's about getting awareness out there. But I just think in terms of like Facebook, while it's free, Facebook is free for most, unless you're doing like sponsored ads, which I've done those too. But you still should. There's still a quality aspect missing in a lot of businesses that just use the free part. You should still be looking to spend more time on crafting and creating what you're doing, and even spending some money in graphics or spending some money in video content and stuff like that can be done. Don't just say, oh, well, Facebook is free, so I can just post, hey, my store is open at 9:00 this morning. That's just lazy, you know? So yeah. I think we could have a deep dive on this, because I'm in that same boat. So I do have a lot of
figure
opinions.
it out together.
Yeah. I do have a lot of opinions when it comes to her specific situation about doing private events and how to get more attention on your business page when you primarily do private stuff that, you know, people have to contact you for anyway.
Right. And like even the video we played at the top of the program, the from the Mellow Groove show, we hired, shout out to Kelvin Wiley, we hired him to come in and do that so we could just focus on sound check. We wanted to capture some footage and things like that, but we just wanted to focus on the music. So we hired him to come in and take care of that for us. But you want to have content. Famous, you're good about that, even though you maybe you know, DJing at a wedding or what have you, you capture content and you come back and post it, which let people know. People want to see things, they want to know about you. And if you're not able to currently capture content, then you want to just post things to remind people that you're there until you get active.
Right. Even though people can't come to my stuff, like with Anita said, like people can't come to my events, but people might be looking to book me and hire me. So we still have to, you know, put stuff out there pretty frequently.
You have to stay on the scene, man. You got to stay on the scene. And the thing about social media is, you know, you want to be informative, but people also want to see what the type of atmosphere is that you're involved in. And then so if they ever, for instance, Famous, I may see your stuff and I may not be getting married per se, but my guy over here, or a girl I know, whatever, may be getting married and they like need a DJ, you know, and then by me seeing your stuff, you're going to pop up in my mind. I'm like, oh, I got somebody for you, that type of thing. So, you know, this is just be invisible. Be visible. That's Anita the biggest thing.
Struggling with catching.
Oh, so you need to get someone so famous like you do. You have your daughter come or whoever sometimes to come. Or shout out to Christy Lynn, who has been on us. She helped out one time when I was emceeing for you. But you got to have somebody almost to do that for you, so you can focus on your job, and then they can get shots of you getting the scoop. So while you're busy scooping, they can get a shot of you, video, picture, serving, you know.
Another option to look into is a 360 camera. You can just set it up, and I have one. Actually, I have one right here. Get a 360 camera, and it records 360. It records everything. Yeah. So you can post this thing up right next to you on a stand or on a tripod or whatever, and it's recording the people this way, and it's recording you doing the thing, and then later on you can edit it and cut it the way you know, however you want.
That's what I was gonna say too. Because you can capture one event. I was just gonna throw in, you can capture one event, but you can chop that up into multiple, maybe 10 to 20 different posts, you know, throughout. You know, so and that's why we come here and have these discussions, ladies and gentlemen. It was meant for us not to have it. It was meant for us not to have it. You guys are the guests today from the comments, and we have to build and do that stuff with you guys sometimes. Have a little Q&A. And as I always say, we don't have all the answers, but we can definitely spark the conversation and give you something to think about, you know, as it pertains to these type of things.
Let's see what we. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it some more, Anita. Let's see if we can get you connected for next week, and we'll talk about this. I like this subject.
Anita, you want to come on the show next week and do the worm?
I'll be prepared for it and do the worm. Shout out to Josh Walker, now a client. Oh, Josh is sailing with.
That's coming up soon.
Is
that coming up soon? Josh. Josh. I seen Josh was getting a facial and all that the other day. Pause. I see you, Josh. You know
Yeah,
what I
like
mean?
Josh said, people love booking people that look like they're busy. So if you're not posting regularly, then it's easier for people to not think about you.
Yeah,
when they need
that's it.
something.
That's ultimately what I was trying to say in a nutshell. That
Yeah.
that summarizes it.
Yeah,
You
that's
got to
it.
be.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
post early and often for sure. Just keep getting
Yeah,
your stuff
man.
out there. Keep getting your stuff out there, and be creative about it. Post something different than what you posted last week, and then you can always look at on your business pages. You can always look at the insights to see how well it performed. So you can see, okay, this one
Yeah.
worked. A lot of people saw this one. A lot of people shared this one. So let me do more something like that again. Or that didn't really work too good. So let me change it up. So yeah, let's do
Yeah.
this. Let's do this. I'm excited
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I mean, we give you the advice for the free 99, and that's what we're here to do. That's what our whole community is centered around, ladies and gentlemen. So again, if y'all ever have any questions and we're live on there, don't hesitate. Even if you want to ask a question in the community, do that, and somebody will respond. If it's not me, if it's not famous, somebody will respond and try to give you some ideas. And with that being said, y'all
I was gonna
definitely
say, hold
continue
on.
to share.
Whenever Juan is actually there, sit down and really watch this, he'll have a lot of answers when it comes to posting stuff because
he's
really
great.
good. Yeah, I know he's in a meeting
Down
right
to the
now,
emojis and everything. You know
watching
what
it
I mean?
on mute.
Yeah. Okay. Josh says it's coming up this weekend. All right, man.
Happy
Where you headed
sales.
to again, Josh? I forget where he's headed to again, but yeah, that should be fun, man. That should be a great time,
Yeah,
But yeah, don't forget to post in our community, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see what we at now, and invite friends to. If you have entrepreneur friends, share our No Shortcuts community on Facebook with them. We are at 767 members right now, and
Shout out to y'all.
we're gonna get to 1,000 before the end of the year. I promise you that.
For the end of the winter.
Yeah, well, I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. Hey, they say a closed mouth will not get fed, so I keep my mouth open while I chew my bread.
That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna definitely get there, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, this
We
was just a
appreciate
kick.
y'all.
This was just a kickback. Glad y'all came
Yeah.
and kicked back with us.
Yeah, man.
We'll
Yeah.
be back
and-
next
and-
week. We're gonna talk to Anita
Next
about
week.
her business.
Yeah. If she wants to come on, she might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can come on with questions. That'll be something new, right? Like she can come on and just bring a series of questions, and we all can just chat
We'll make it a
about
round table. Make it a round
strategy.
table, and everybody could chime in and let's help this business owner on the thing that she needs help in. So that's cool.
Yeah. Once again, happy birthday to my sister Faith. Can we hit the applause one time?
I would if you didn't ask me to. There it is.
Okay. Hey. Grand Turks and Bimini. Oh, that's gonna be a blast. I went to the Bahamas one time, right out of high school, and we got off the boat. Man, this little kid walking up on me. It's like, I'll never forget. Try to put a bracelet on me. He's like, "Hi, my name is Charlie. Treat me nice. Treat me nice." And I'm like, "What are you doing?" Yeah. But he already got the bracelet, put it on my wrist. I was thinking it's free. You know what I mean?
Never.
Shout out to Charlie out there, man. I ain't never forget you out there. You're probably a grown man now, but shout out to Charlie in the Bahamas who asked us to treat him nice. That was awesome.
Give me a benediction,
man.
brother. We got to get out.
Well, first of all, thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, on our YouTube page. Do not leave today without subscribing. Thank you. We're also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That's under No Shortcuts with Midas and Fame.
Yeah,
Please be sure to subscribe to all three. I've subscribed to all three, and I'm on the screen. So I dare not ask you to do something I haven't done, and I've done it. So yeah, share this broadcast with friends, ladies and gentlemen. Today was just a chill day for us to catch up and reestablish our momentum here with our No Shortcuts community. So yeah, we're gonna do this again next week. Be sure to again share this if you're on Facebook. It's broadcasting visually on Facebook. Share this around. Invite friends to join us in our No Shortcuts community. Big shout out to James Masters Media. I see you, James. Man, thank you guys. Everybody today is like mainly members of our community. If you're on Facebook, just look up No Shortcuts Community. A bunch of former guests and a bunch of members of our community today. We thank you all.
See you next week.
Yeah, because I got it. The whole week is free this week. I'm finally going into my winter downtime. You know, it's been busy up until now, but let's do it again next week, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a good rest of the day. Have a good rest of the weekend. We'll see you in the community. Peace and love. Thank y'all for joining us today. We'll